The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tiger Technician Hour with your host, Basil Chapman. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Now, Basil Chapman.
Hello, it's Basil Chapman on this 18th day of January. It is Thursday. I'm going to go straight to the questions. I just want to get these right away because they're kind of important. CFLT is Confluent Inc., a real-time data streams platform and event-driven. But look how it's glued to this 9-14 period moving average, which is pink. And it's just stuck there. It keeps going up, but it can't break above. This usually resolves more to the downside. So the most important thing is to watch 2132, the low of the 4th of January. CFLT is a symbol, Confluent Inc. A shares, 2170 right now, down 43 cents. And until it can actually trade, it can't just pop there and then break down, but trade at about 2352. Which is almost 2 points higher. This is just kind of stuck. And this rectangle at a low usually, not always, but very often resolves with a downside test of the low that I was just talking about where the doji candle is. And if it closes under it, it says that lower highs and lower lows. So it really needs to, the best I can see right now in this situation, since it's taken 5 weeks to go sideways to lower lows and lower highs, basically in the weekly chart, it's just not showing the kind of leadership that you would like from this particular stock. Next question was ISRG, that's Intuitive Surgical, had a big spike today, and that spike is to an all-time high. So it's got a leg C in the weekly chart, a leg C in the monthly chart. So this is still very bullish for 2024. That doesn't mean say it can't have a pullback and get back into this. Must have been an earnings gap that went from the 338, was it? 332.80 high of the 9th of January. The very next day is the low is 345, 20 points. And now it's even higher. So this is still very favorable in terms of the longer outlook. I've seen enough of these gaps to the upside to say at an all-time high, when you've got a gap to the upside, what's really important, this is where I would consider that a 3-day rule is really important. Whatever the low is today, and so far it's 368.62, and it's at 369.12 right now, just a bit above that. But if it takes out, certainly if it fills the gap, and the gap would not be the gap that I'm talking about from yesterday where the high was 361. I'm talking about the gap from the high of 3. Yeah, that's a tough one. 346.80 to 346.85. That was just a few days ago. So if it starts to go under 364 today, that says this is probably on a very short-term basis, just a climactic moment in the daily chart. But that weekly chart, all the technicals are really strong. So you didn't say whether or not you wanted to, long-term portfolio. Basil, SIRG, long-term portfolio. Would like your opinion on it for holding for now. So this, for me, just market-wise, fits the category of Chipotle, which I've only been in once in all my life. Just had it, and actually I quite enjoyed it, but somehow I just never go to Chipotle. CMG. I'm talking about stocks that have been missed. Oh, no, don't tell me I have to do this. I don't know how many times I've notated CMG over the years. It must be at least 100 times. I'll do it again. It's easy enough. But this is still very good. So the CMG, TMO, Thermo Fisher, these are all fantastic companies, and they produce the goods over and over and over. Thermo Fisher, it actually made a high back in January or December of 2021 or January 2022. I think it was December. up in the 650s, and it's trading now at 542. It went all the way down to the 440s. So this has not made the kind of comeback that the others have. So I like it very much. And I would just say for long-term portfolio, oh, what was the other one long-term? Oh, SDZ. SDZ's Constellation Brands, trading at 252 right now, down 33 cents, made a peak D, doji candle high, not an all-time high. That was over at the high that was made September? No, August of 2023, the week of November, the week of the 11th of August, at 273.65. I should type that in. 273.65. Yeah, same kind of category. Just long-term buy and hold, and just close your eyes. Wake up every three months. A Rip Van Winkle. You wake up every couple of months and say, "Oh, very nice." So let's go back to where we were, and I'll tell you what to look for. ISRG. This is Intuitive Surgical. This is the Da Vinci, I believe, Da Vinci robotic surgery. Yep. This could be an alternate account right here. And I'm going to put that in G/B. Why? Because with an earnings gap like it had, and then holding it and breaking to new highs, and you just got to be impressed with that. I would not be messing around with it. Normally, I would say, hey, money management, take a little bit off. You can always put it back. I'm going to wait until today's Thursday. Let's look at it again Monday or Tuesday. And at that particular point, I'll be saying to you, maybe take a little bit off. But in the meantime, it's great. If you got a long-term, I don't want to mess with your long-term holding. Next one is DECK, D-E-C-K. DECK is the Decker's Outdoor Group. Now, this is fascinating. Look at this. All-time high, as we're speaking, 724.88. So is it showing any sign at all that this leg in the weekly chart is an F, getting overextended, or is it just a B? And I'm going to suggest to you that I'm going to call it a B for now with a favorite. I do have to give it an F here just because of the notation where it went pink. And this looks like, yes, it's an extension of the previous big move up. Look at the fabulous turnaround in the October-September lows, late October low. And now it really, everything about it, I've got an F, but I probably should put B/F. And leg E in the monthly chart, single, this is a leg B. I have no choice but to call it leg B. In the daily, this is looking really good. Now, if you're long this is because it's in the apparel area. I have a slightly, and Decker's Outdoor Corporation, I just have to have a slightly different opinion then, because you see, ISRG's Intuitive Surgical. Now, I had a friend who developed a hand tool about 7 years ago, maybe 8 years time. And it was in direct competition, except it needed no electronics. It was fantastic. They got it down to the most absolutely specific detail that they could. And the people the surgeons that used it loved it. Hospitals are not going to spend $1 million on an Intuitive Surgical and then go to a $180 or $300, whatever it is, implement. Now, so
if you're looking for potential trading setups in the stock market, then Rocket Equities and Options Report is a newsletter you should try. Tommy O'Brien delivers options and equity trades when the markets present them, using a combination of fundamentals and technicals. Sign up for Rocket Equities and Options Report today with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. For all the details and to start your subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched The Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. The Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. Sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Hi, folks. We're back. I had a real faded commercial coming up. I didn't hear it, so let me just say that again. So, Intuitive Surgical, if the hospitals are paying $1 million, they're not going to a very nominal, maybe even $1,000 tool. So that they went out of business. They had a fantastic thing. People, surgeons that used it loved it, but no, didn't work. So that's different. So that's almost like a residual that they have. Hospitals need to keep up everything with Intuitive Surgical. This is a fashion statement, decades. So I don't mean that it's a fad that goes in and out. I mean, it's in the apparel area, and apparel goes in and out cyclically with the economy. So right now it's an all-time high. It looks great. So all I'm saying is that I like it very much. It was actually on my list for a long time. It always is, Deckers, and yet it's always up without me or my subscribers because I'm not sure why. I just missed it. So in this particular instance, I was a move up and hold it over 364 at 726. Different one. Oh, you were talking about the Intuitive Surgical, right? Okay, let's go back to the. Yes. So now, what I want to do, so this is, I really consider this a leg B in the daily, so it should still be going higher. Now, there are a couple of things that are going on here that I, timing-wise, this is really important. Now, I'd spoken with great admiration yesterday about Stan Harley and the work that he's done. Absolutely admirable. There's no question about it. I mean, his timing, what was it? It was just before October, and then he said there should be a low, and then another low that he had for end of October, and wow, that was perfect. So, and he's saying that there's a chance that the way he's got the analysis, and my reading of the thing from the time that he spoke about it earlier was that this week, the week of the 16th of January, should see a high, and at the time he had said that could be the high. Now, in cycle work, you get your dates, and things can invert. And he's considering that this week, the 16th to the 19th, is actually a low, and then we just explode to the upside. And I'm saying to myself, all the work that I'm looking at, even today, that's why I've made it so important, although we've been taken out of our semiconductor short, we've made money, but I tightened the stop today and said, all right, if we're out, we're out. And the SMHs, I wanted to do something fancy, and I thought, we don't need any risk like that. The bifurcation in the market is unbelievable. Look at this Caterpillar slumps today, and it's dragging the Dow down 72, and the S&P is up 13. The NDX, the Qs, up 0.87, up 3.61. Yeah, that's a big divergence. And the semiconductors themselves are up very sharply. But as I'm looking at everything, it looks to me, even if it's shorter term, and the reason why we remain short the Dow is even shorter term, I'm looking at this and I'm suggesting that this is more a digestive phase with some topping action than a bottom. I just don't see it as if it's a bottom. Wow, you're going to have those bond yields plummet, just absolutely plummet next week. You're going to have have gold soaring to the upside with the dollar just collapsing, and the USD JPY collapsing, and the euro spiking up. I don't see that right now. I just don't see it. So in my work, I've got this as topping action, and I've had it as topping action for all of January so far, and yet just fractional. I mean, even you look at the SMHs. Whoops, I didn't mean that. Even if you look at the SMH, let's go there, which is, you remember, I consider it to be the semiconductors lead the market. They don't have to lead it perfectly in the sense that they make new highs and everything else has to make new highs, but they mean that the market trend is up until it turns down. So within that context, let me just say, let me just continue. Deckers is looking good. I do believe this is a leg B. The stochastic is at 97%. The MACD is good. 9 is way over the 14, and the price is way over the 9. And the weekly chart is similarly really strong, and so is the monthly. Even though the stochastic is way up in the 94% area, this is still looking good. So if I had to have a price on it, I'd say 728 right now. Between 736 and 742, that's kind of, if it does get there, that would be where I'd say, oh, okay, that's really overbought. Now we should see some pullback. But in the meantime, it's acting very well. So let's go back to the market. What I wanted to show you is this. QQQ, Index 100, trading at 411.86 was the high today, and that's less than a point. No, it's a point and a half, almost 2 points. No, 411.86. Oh, it's a point and a quarter below the all-time high. So, and it's easy to do that. And you've got the weekly chart. If it goes 1 penny above 412.92, goes to leg C. That's different to the Dow, where I don't think I can really call it anything else but a leg A in the weekly chart, and almost certainly at this particular point, I don't think it's going to 37,825. It's at 37,216. Unless something spectacular happens, we've already had the jobs report for today. So what can come out tomorrow? That things have happened before that really has the Dow up 700 or 800 points to take out, or 600 and something points to take out the all-time high of 4 days ago. So it can happen, but I think this is going to become a peak A. And yet, look at the technicals of the weekly chart. They are fabulous. So I'm just looking at this and suggesting to you that we've used time in the Dow. The QQQ has used time and price because it's so close to the all-time high. The SPY, let's go to the SPY. The SPY went to a higher high that I'm calling that E for now, peak E right there. And these double tops have a way of, if you do the vertical test of strength, the little tiniest price movement at an all-time high, not an all-time high, at a recovery high on the December 27th, 8th or so. And look at that. And then it pulls back and then it retests it 4 sessions ago. But look, The 9-period moving average, fabulous, the indicator of last resort, still fabulous. The MACD is very weak, deflected lower. Stochastics now under 80% at 69%. On balance, volumes pulling back. Relative strength is pulled back, stabilizing today, but it's really pulling back. Weekly chart still very good. Made a leg B. Right there. There's your B. So with this said, I can't get overly bearish, but at the same time, I really can't get overly bullish in the sense that it's a start of a brand new move to the upside. However, we don't have to pull back. We can go sideways and then make a nominal, just a slightly higher leg C, pull back, make a slightly higher leg D. Then you've got the weekly chart in about 4 weeks' time, 3 weeks or 4 weeks' time, about 2 weeks' time, making a leg with the monthly chart. Oh, I'll be back in a minute. Now it's up.
Currencies, commodities, and bond markets are as important as ever right now with how they're driving the volatility in equity markets across the globe, which is why it's a great time to try out Teddy Kakestat's Tiger Forex Report. Teddy Kakestat breaks down the Forex markets every Monday using his 30-plus years of experience as a trading veteran of futures, Forex, stocks, and options. Teddy releases his weekly Tiger Forex Report every Monday morning with coverage of all the major currency pairs, including the dollar index, the euro dollar, pound dollar, dollar Swiss, dollar yen, as well as many more, and he also has weekly coverage of the crude oil market and the 30-year T-bonds, as they both influence Forex markets tremendously. When you sign up for the Tiger Forex Report, you also gain instant access to Teddy's 60-minute webinar archive he just hosted, Forex Strategies and Fundamentals, What is Behind the Tiger Forex Report. For all the details and to start your 30-day Tiger Forex Report subscription today, visit the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
You might think that if you want to be successful at trading in the stock market, you're going to need a crystal ball. After all, it's impossible to predict the future, right? Like any endeavor in life, before you decide it's impossible, get some advice from the experts. You might find that it's not so impossible after all. For daily market overviews that give you direction on the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, subscribe to the Opening Call newsletter at TFNN.com. The Opening Call newsletter is written by Basil Chapman, creator of the trading methodology known as the Chapman Wave. The Chapman Wave up-down sequence gives you an edge in identifying price turns, finding the peaks and valleys in stock prices. Get the Opening Call newsletter by Basil Chapman in your inbox every day. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know, and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. TFNN.com, educating investors.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den. Hosted at Discord, TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
So just a question about United Health. Gap down today, 21 points at 503. Yeah, different kind of category altogether. Look at this high-level consolidation now. You see this flat monthly chart at the 550-ish area. Just is going on for 2 years now, almost 2 years. Now, should I do this now? Let me see if I can just talk about it briefly. in the futures, in the E-mini futures over the last couple of weeks, we've seen a lot, especially overnight. I should talk about that. We'll do a Technical Friday tomorrow. Just someone remind me. The flat top, where it just doesn't break even by a quarter point, that flat top, that usually resolves itself to the downside. So look at UNH. That's the pattern that we're talking about. Flat top usually resolves itself to the downside. So this cup can turn into a second cup. Looks like a pair of reading glasses. Double U, starting a second U. This one's a little different. I think in 2024, yes, I agree. There's a good chance that healthcare is going to do well, but ISRG I think has a better chart pattern than UNH. That has to this gap down with the low at the 497 level today, trading down at 503 in February. I'll give it a whole month. In middle of February, it needs to be. Let's see. It doesn't have to break to a new high in the 550s, but it definitely has to be trading for 2 weeks consistently with 535 support, preferably 540, but 535. Hit it and then use it as support. All right. I didn't finish the indices, so let me just do this. Dow trading now down 42 at 37,223. Look, I drew in the rectangle. I spoke about this. I've spoken about it now for quite some time. And this is my Chapman Wave Dark News Index. I'm calling it an index now. And I'm very close to naming my 5 components that make it the index. And this particular point, we snuck a little bit under it. I can even make the index. I can even lower it down to this low right here. And that's a big red candle of the 20th of December, 37,073. And if you remember, I was speaking about this. I showed this yesterday, where I did have a Chapman Wave trend gauge high reading today, and that high reading suggested yet again we should have a 15 or more point rally in the S&P, which we've got, and now you can see starting to weaken. I just want to see if there's any reading in the trend gauge today. No, nothing. Okay, so with that said, and then look at this, 37,095 and 37,092 are the two automated Chapman Wave support levels. 37,137, we've already just nicked it onto the downside. I'm watching this very closely. I'm just going to say, I believe. Should I do that now? No, I won't. I'll do it tomorrow if I remember. So this is the Chapman Wave. And what do we have? We have the high interest rates. Remember I said there's just a hint that it's going to happen. That was a month ago, this 15th of December. Said over the next couple of weeks going into January, I'm seeing some kind of a top, and I'm suspecting that yields are going to go high. Yields are going to go higher. The dollar's going to go higher, but it's the other interscene, this kind of the stuff that goes on politically that I think is really what we're going to be looking at 2024. That's going to really have impact both upside and downside on the market. I don't see this affecting the market just right yet, but we have the two key ingredients, and that's why we're pulling back. And I'm using the Dow as a proxy. Let me get back to this chart right here. And so that's the Dow. It's in this rectangle formation that I said I think we're going to be in a sideways consolidation. If I don't see price more than time at this particular point, the S&P, we didn't do anything with the S&P because it's pretty much the same thing. Let me go to that right now. I've got questions coming in. I've got to get to it. So S&P at this particular point is trading up 19 at 47.58. Oh, sideways. Look, it's like if this was the fulcrum right here, you'd have a sine wave between the price going up and down and over and out. So it's just kind of stuck in this range. I did draw in the circle. Now, I need to go back to Stan Harley's thing. I've never spoken to him. As I say, many of these analysts, I love their work. I do my own work, but I always listen to other people because I think it's really important, not necessarily to be influenced, but for them to say something and for you to say, how does that figure in my work? Does it affect it at all? In this particular case, in a way it does, because I have this circle. And remember, this is that fulcrum. It doesn't say that you can go from 41.03 to the high of 48.02 and have that 700-point move go from this low to the upside. It's not impossible, I'm just saying that the implication here is that from this level, with so many of these key stocks and some of the indices going to all-time highs right now, or very close, and now you're going to get another move. That would be the kind of acceleration that I call the coda phase. I don't see the coda phase just yet. I just I see the start of it. Automobiles. I'm not going through them. That's for Friday. I don't want to do anything right now. So let's go to the IWM. IWM still lagging. So you haven't got leadership there. Remember the IWB? I bet I've lost all that notation. Nope, I haven't. Good. Oh, yes, I have. In the weekly chart. Doesn't matter. It's in leg D in the monthly chart. 267.13 was the all-time high back in 2022, January, I think it was. And the most recent high was 263.59, 4 points away, but a little less than that. So yeah, to break out here would be kind of, that would be really important. Here's another cluster formation right there. Are we getting it? I don't know. Well, I got to watch that very closely. So here I am looking at certain, let's just go. I had a question. I'll do it right now. Is Apple giving us a clue? Well, Apple's actually just in a big consolidation. It's really not big. It got an upgrade today. So it's to 187. The 198 was the high back in July of 2023. That was last year. Most recent high was right here, just under 200, went to 199.62, all-time high. And let me just double check. I always say these things and I have, all-time high, because there's the spread. I always keep the notation. I don't always. Often I keep the notation. Then Apple was once right there, 233.47. That was in October of 2018. Except that's the split. Look, NVIDIA, where it is right now at 573.37, it was there before a 4-to-1 split back in 2021, I think it was. Is that right? No, February 2021. So it's made 4 times that value to where we are right now. It's almost there. Isn't that amazing? I love these things when they split and then they come back to where they were. That's why sometimes I keep the notation. Microsoft, the question came up, is Microsoft going to make a new all-time high? Well, it's up 3 at 392.63. But look at the weekly chart. This leg to the upside has all the characteristics so far of a B and not an F. The stochastics at 87, the MACD is good. I like it. I'll be back in a moment. Dow's up 2. Oh, wow. S&P's up 22.
The Gold Report. As a precious metal, gold is still king. It continues to hold the most effective safe haven and hedging properties across the global major trading hubs of the London OTC market, the U.S. futures market, and the Shanghai Gold Exchange. The Gold Report. Tom O'Brien publishes his weekly gold report every Monday morning for subscribers, consisting of coverage of the XAU, HUI, GDX, the dollar, bonds, the South African rand, as well as 25 different mining equities with specific buy-sell recommendations. The Gold Report. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Subscribe to Tom O'Brien's Gold Report newsletter now at TFNN.com.
Are you ready to take your trading to the next level? Introducing Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter, Market Insights, your key to successful active trading. Tom O'Brien, renowned for his expertise in the financial markets, has designed Market Insights to be your daily guide to profitable trades. Tom publishes his daily Market Insights newsletter every market day before the market open, along with updates when warranted. Stay ahead of the game with Tom's real-time analysis and trade recommendations delivered straight to your inbox. Whether you're a seasoned trader or just starting out, Market Insights provides the edge you need to navigate the markets with confidence. Ready to join the ranks of successful traders? Head over to TFNN.com and subscribe to Market Insights today. Don't miss out on this opportunity to supercharge your trading results. Market Insights comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee for all new subscribers, so you have nothing to risk. Don't miss out on this opportunity to revolutionize your trading game. Head over to TFNN.com right now to join the thousands of traders who have already experienced the power of Tom O'Brien's award-winning newsletter Market Insights firsthand. TFNN, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
This program is brought to you by Vista Gold, traded on the NYSE American and TSX under the symbol VGZ.
So look, here's Microsoft trading at 349 up 3. See this little cup formation? Now this is very unusual. I talk about the rectangle formation, the large rectangle. I have a whole webinar that talks about the narrow rectangle, the long narrow rectangle, and I talk about the large rectangle. In the large rectangle, if it's making higher highs and higher lows, it can make a kind of a lopsided gravy cup U that goes to just under, right on, or just above the previous high. And then watch out if it pulls back and starts to close under the midpoint of the rectangle. Well, look at this. It went to a peak D in the 120-minute chart. It pulled back with a Chapman wave inverted Roman candle right here, which says within 2 bars, if it starts to trade for in a shorter time frame for a certain amount of time and holds that, that's when it can go very quickly to the previous high. But it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7 bars. It did everything, and then it ran up. Right, and what it did went to peak A, peak B, peak C, D in a very quick period of time, and then it pulled back. So now what we're looking at is a cup formation, which says that this particular rally is running on, it's like a little bit of a coda to this recent very sharp pullback. And this is the one that should run out of steam fairly soon. That's the way I'm looking at it right now. But that's a 120-minute chart. So that's something different. And the quickness of going from a D to an E, getting a chance of an Chapman wave, there we go. Instant restart right there. I always put in the circle whether or not it's going to work or not. It reminds me, look, we did one there and it failed at an F. I think this is going to be almost the same thing here. And I think Microsoft's ready for just a little bit of a pullback right here. We're going to be watching it closely. So that was Microsoft, for I can't remember who asked about it. Next one was ARM. So ARM is a fantastic company. It's been spoken about as the company. ARM Holdings PLC comes out as an IPO back in, where was it? Let me just get this right there. Comes out, and a month it comes out, which is September 2023. Yakety yak, everything. ARM this and ARM that. ARM Holdings, I believe it's called. Yeah, ARM Holdings, semiconductors, opens at 56.10, spikes down to 49.65, and then starts a big rally to where? Round number 69. So right there, 69, round number high. And that's the all-time high. Peak A, that's still a peak A. And then what does it do? Oh, did I just do something wrong? Yes, it was right here. That should have been over there. So, whoops, I can't squeeze it in. It was over there, right? And then it plummets down to what? It gets cut in half. It goes down to 46.50. 46.50 is the low. 46.50 going once, 46.50 going twice. It goes around the corner, and it's running higher, higher, higher. And then it goes all the way to 70. What did we say it was? 78 something? 78.66 in December of this past year. 78.66. Right. So it took out the round number and then goes even higher, about 13 points high, 78.66. And then it pulls back. And what does it pull back to? It pulls back to right there. So that pulls back to, is that the one? No, it's this one here. Right to 66-ish, right there. So now this becomes A, this becomes B, and this becomes C. What's the rule of the rectangle? Well, this is now a different kind of a rectangle. This is just stuck in the rectangle, but it's making higher highs and higher lows. And that says it could try to work its way towards the 78.65. Is that correct? Yeah, 78.65 level right there. And then you've got to be careful. So it too, like the SMHs, very strong move today. Good move up, 3.74, up 5%, 73.58. So it's all stuck within this range. So it's got the cushion of the 70 level, 70 to 68, big cushion. But it also has the chance that if the MACD, which is not that great right now, actually crosses positive in the next 2 days, it can retest that high. But it should go to leg D at some point in the weekly chart. And that A, if it's this month in January, goes above 78.66, that extends leg A. I like this very much as long term. I think I put it in my ARM. Oh, I took it off. I had it because of the big pullback. I had it in my watch list for my subscribers. I'm going to put it back. So this is Thursday. Let me just put it in for Friday before I forget. I like to do things on the spot because if I don't, I am liable to forget about it. So let me just put it, I'll just arbitrarily put it in over here. ARKK, I'll put it off the bat. ARM. Good. So I've got that in right there. So let's look at that. ARM. So let's look at AR. So yes, this is still acting very well. Looking out for 2024, I think this goes much higher. But in the meantime, that's your key supports all the way to the 66s. Key support in January. All right, ARKK. ARKK is ARK. This is Kathy Wood. Lousy action. Down 6 cents today, 45.84. And this is what, together with the IWM, is telling me I don't see this market ready right now to just have a huge move to the upside. Oh, I can see bounces, etc. And yes, sorry, Duncan Steve in the den. Just another semi, 66.70 low yesterday. Here, 74.50 plus 4.64. What's Basil say? Semis are the new oil, as in the 1900s. Absolutely. You got to keep thinking that. Semis, oil of the 21st century. Okay, so I haven't finished all these. Let's see where King Dollar is. Dollar is up 11 ticks at 103.48. It should go to a leg D, and there may be stall, and that's where we're going to watch the market closely, right at the 103.78 200-period moving average, which was strong resistance. And will it become support in this particular move? Will this move just last couple of weeks and then we're all over and it went sideways and then we break to new highs? I don't know. Oh, a question came in about shorting. All I can say is, please, folks, remember, stocks that make new highs tend to stay in the new high list for quite a while. That's number one. The other thing is, don't short the best stocks of all. Go to the sector and see what was the weakest in that sector. And the weakest is what you want to short, because that's what's going to get you the money. So when I was shorting the SOXS, yes, we had fabulous moves, and the semis certainly pulled back very sharply. But now we're just watching, stepping aside for the moment. We'll see what happens next. MSTR. This is MSTR trading at, this is a MicroStrategy. So this is another one that I haven't updated for a while. Wow, look at that. Look at the doji. Look at that. Evening star type candle right there, more like a dragonfly, and then that was a gap, and then it gapped up, gapped down, and the all-time high was, no, the all-time high was right there, back in 2021. I think it was February. Yeah, February in 2021, it hit 15.00 round number. I mean, really 30.77. I think I said that. Round number high, all-time high. And then it kind of pulls back, I would say, from 1377 to 1900. Call that an 80% something decline.
TFNN has just launched their new trading room, the Tiger's Den, hosted at Discord. TFNN has been educating traders for more than 20 years with live programming hosted by a variety of professional traders during market hours. And now they are expanding their reach with the Tiger's Den, available to all tigers and tigresses for just $1 for the year. There's no catch or added costs when you join our community of traders. In the Tiger's Den, you can look over the shoulders of Tom O'Brien and the other TFNN hosts while they analyze charts during their live Tiger TV programs, and join an interactive trading community with hundreds of members exchanging ideas. Interact with other tigers and tigresses as they share trading ideas, news analysis, and discuss the market action all trading day, even at night and on the weekends. The Tiger's Den at Discord is accessible on mobile or tablets as well, so it's always at your reach. To sign up today and become a part of this educational community of traders, just visit the front page of TFNN.com.
The reality is that navigating financial markets can be risky. Markets can be chaotic and difficult to understand. Having the latest market advice can help you turn this chaos into a key for creating winning trades. At TFNN, we understand that it can be hard to find reliable market news. That's why each of our market experts offers their very own market newsletter, a must-have tool for every trader out there striving to find an edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets so you can analyze the market before you trade. Try any of our great newsletters risk-free with our 30-day money-back guarantee. Just visit the Newsletters tab on the front page of TFNN.com. TFNN, educating investors.
Everything in the universe is governed by the Fibonacci sequence. This mathematical principle is responsible for everything from the most aesthetically pleasing artwork to patterns in the stock market. To stay on top of stock patterns you can take advantage of, sign up for the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter at TFNN.com. When you subscribe, you'll get a weekly report from veteran day trader Larry Pesavento on stocks you need to pay attention to. And you can trust Larry's analysis. After all, he's got 45 years experience as a day trader. Larry will also provide daily charts, videos, and data on the key markets that he's tracking. Expect notifications from Larry on market movement you need to act on at any time. First-time subscribers also get a 30-day money-back guarantee. If you're not satisfied, let us know and you'll get a full refund within 30 days of signing up. Subscribe to the Fibonacci 24/7 newsletter today. TFNN.com, educating investors. Sharpening your skills as an investor is like getting better at playing a musical instrument. You have to practice, sure, but you also need excellent instruction from experts. At TFNN, you'll get advice and guidance from the authority in technical market analysis. And it's not just dry, tedious text either. TFNN airs live financial content streamed live on TFNN.com and TFNN's YouTube channel with Tiger TV, live every market day from 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Eastern, for free. Each host is an experienced trader and gives their take on the market while taking calls and questions live from around the world. From the moment the market opens until the closing bell sounds, Tiger TV has 8 different shows with expert hosts to help you make the right moves with your money. Watch online at TFNN.com or on TFNN's YouTube channel and become the investor you were born to be. TFNN, educating investors.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV.
I thought we're back. So we're looking at, for this final segment, just a couple of things. I was asked about there we go. I was asked about MicroStrategy Inc. A shares trading at 513.96. Is this just a bounce? Well, it turns out that the 1377, round number all-time high, way back in 2021, plunged to 132. That's 90% decline. And then now it's in leg D, up at the 513 area. Yes, I consider this a bounce, and that 467 round number low, if that's taken out with the doji candle, that's a real problem. So if it's able over the next 2 weeks to actually rally to 536, the pink 9-period moving average, that says it's a little bit more of a bounce. But right now, I do have to consider that's a bounce. Next question was, if there's time, what about the SQQQ? So, you're getting ahead right now. It hasn't taken out the left side low. This is the three times short, the Qs. I wouldn't, if you're going to do anything with it, I probably would rather look at options. But the low was 13.11 back on the 28th of December, and today's low so far is 13.21.